Hi my lovies, welcome back to Emmy's Diaries in Indonesia. If you're new here, my name is Emily. I am from Botswana, an international student studying in Indonesia. And in this channel, I share my experiences, real life experiences about studying abroad or studying in Indonesia. So when people talk about going to stay abroad or just going to study abroad, they do not talk about enough how much you will miss home. And I think that is one of the most left out topics that should be discussed and that you need to be prepared for as a person who is planning on going to study abroad. I want to hear about your experience as an international student living abroad. When did homesickness hit you? For me, it didn't hit immediately. It hit in about a month, a couple of weeks. It started hitting me. Like I would miss those small moments whereby I would make a joke and then my family will laugh, whereby I had to speak without thinking about anything. You know, when you're living in a foreign country, you have to think about what you're about to say and if at all it's going to offend somebody else. So that's when really homesickness really hit me. During that time that I felt homesick, there were moments where I would just scroll through my phone, going through old pictures and then listening to voice notes and then thinking about all the special moments that I shared with my family. And in that moment, I just sat there in silence, letting it sink in and realizing how far away from home I am. It was really quite a drastic and emotional transition for me when I felt in that way, but I knew that I had to adjust. One of the hardest thing about being homesick is that you don't want to complain too much about it because you wanted this opportunity. You don't want to complain too much about it because everyone around you will start feeling like, okay, why are you complaining? Because you are the one who wanted to do this. That is the hardest thing about dealing with homesickness. With me, I dealt with it by praying. In those silent moments, I spoke to my God. God, I wanted to be here. I prayed to you for this opportunity. So please hold my hand and let me walk through with me through this journey. I knew how hard I worked to be here. So in those moments, I asked myself, why am I this sad if at all this is all that I've been praying? And something very important during my stay here in Indonesia, I learned how deeply I love the people around me because of how I'm constantly thinking about them. And I learned how to appreciate the opportunities that are presented to us. I had to come up with a schedule for me to adjust to my feelings, or particularly to make sure that my time is occupied so that I don't think about being home a lot. So I came up with a routine. I came up with a routine that included me going for walks. I run in evenings and I go out to cafes. I make sure that I study in different places so that I can just experience the atmosphere and different locations. Also listen to music that remind me of home so that I can feel closer to being with my family. And that has really helped me a lot. Having a routine, it really helped me a lot. I don't know about you, but I'm very much interested in knowing how you overcame your homesickness. Sometimes I still do experience being homesick, but it's not as that feeling is not as strong as before. You know, it's important to learn balance if you are living abroad. As much as you miss home, you also need to build a home where you are, and you also need to adjust where you are. So create a balance that will make sure that you neither miss out on living out your life where you currently are or back at home. The new place that you're going to study at, it will not become home immediately. It will take time for it to feel like home. You will start recognizing new food around you, new streets around you, new language around you. But that is just it. It's the experience. It is what will make it all worth it. You start creating small memories, and one day you look back and realize, I'm no longer surviving anymore. I am living. And that is what we aim for you to live even if you are studying abroad. If you're an international student living abroad and you're feeling homesick right now, I just want to let you know you are not weak. You're not dramatic. It's just a feeling that comes along with staying away from your family, and soon enough you will learn to live. Always remember to be patient with yourself and create memories and comfort where you are. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See? Thank you, my lovies.